everyone, and welcome back to Coffee and Chill. I've got my timer set for 1.5 minute rounds today. We're 3 weeks in to, just addressing some more mobility weekly, so we should be able to hold these stretches for a little bit longer now. Hopefully you're practicing a lot of these positions outside of these video interactions. So, the goal of these is to really expose you to a whole lot of mobility, and you pick what you like out of them and really pick the ones that you don't like. They're really the ones that you should be focusing on. Those real gross positions that feel dreadful, they're really the ones that will give you the best outcomes. But welcome back. Thanks for joining in the mornings and having a coffee and chilling out. Today we're going to be working on the outsides of our body a little more, and then doing some counter stretches to just balance up our body and help free those muscles up. But today you will need a plugger. Just any old thong will do, and we're going to balance it on our fist like that. The one rule about balancing your plugger on your fist is that your thumb is not allowed to touch the plugger. Alright, that totally defeats the purpose of the sensory that we're trying to achieve with this plugger. So what the plugger does is just gives you a little sensory overhead so that your arm stays straight, it doesn't drift off. Alright, if you drop the plugger, it doesn't matter. If you don't even have to use the plugger really, it's just there to help you feel when you're straight and just to challenge you mentally a little more. But that's for the windmill a little bit later. So to start off with, I'm going to hit the timer, and we're going to start by mobilising our necks. So the first, straight up, I'm in Cesar here, kneeling down, my feet flat. Alright, hands on your hips. Big wide eyes. Open your eyes as wide as you can and look to the left, and try and stretch your eyes so that you're trying to look out of your ear hole and look to the left. Turn your head right round to the left, keeping your shoulders straight with your hips. Change to the right. Big wide eyes. Eyes to the right, head to the right. And to the left again. And the right. And back to the center. Tip our head right ear to the right shoulder, letting your shoulders drop. To the center, left ear to your left shoulder. Let your shoulders drop. Then change, right ear, right shoulder. If your ankles are hurting or your feet are hurting, come out, cross your legs. Sit however's comfortable. You can stand for this one if you want, it's no big deal. And back to the left side again. And to the center, chin up. And chin down. Keep your chest, proud chest, chin to your chest. Stand up. And chin to chest again. Let your arms hang over your head, don't pull on it, just let them dangle. Alright, release. Lift your bum off your heels, let the blood come back to your feet. It does hurt a bit sitting in that position. So we're not going to rush out of that. I know a lot of people have sore ankles. My ankles are pretty tight today. I've been doing a lot of overhead squatting, so. All right, stand up. Standing up. Feet nice and wide. Arms out to the sides. Roll your palms up and back. Rolling your palms forward, arms twisting all the way forward. Roll your right hand back, your left hand forward. Twist that out. And twisting the other way, right hand forward, left hand back. Drive your fingers away from your center. Try and reach each wall on either side of you. And relax. And let go. Let your arms come down. Shake your shoulders out. Arms back up. Palms facing down. Face your palms forward. And we're going to tilt to the left. Keeping your arms straight. Tilt all the way to the side. Do your fingers touch the ground? That's easy, keep going till your palm is flat on the ground and you feel the stretch on the inside of your thigh and on the outside of your rib cage here. Rotate your chest up to the ceiling. Keep your knees straight, pull those arms. Push those arms apart, driving one set of fingers toward the ground, the other set of fingers up to the ceiling. We've got 30 seconds left. Center. Palms down. Drive your fingers apart. Well, drive your arms apart. Try and reach each wall on either side of the room. Palms forward, tilting to the right. Reach down to the ground. Push your chest out. Reach one hand to the floor, stretch the other hand up to the ceiling. Big chest. 30 seconds to go. Find the spot, adjust your hips, adjust your chest and arms. Find the spot where you're really pulling on those tight muscles. Sit on that for another 15 seconds. Straighten up. Let your arms come down. Walk your feet in. Feet together. Legs straight. Arms behind your back. Clasping your hands together, roll your shoulders back, lean forward, lift your hands up. Take it easy going down into this one. Just slowly sink down, move around, let your hammies take the tension, let your shoulders release, tuck your chin in, lift your big chest, chin back in, feel your body, find the tension and sit on it, breathe, relax and hold. Let your arms come down, head up, and grab your plugger. We'll do our left hand first, so make a fist, balance the plugger on your knuckles, anywhere, just don't use your thumb. Alright, press that up, get into a good overhead position where you're externally rotated, lock your lat on, feet together, spread your toes apart to 90 degrees, and then on your big toe, straighten your feet up. This is neutral stance, pretty much hip width, shoulder width apart, doesn't really matter. Turn your right foot out to 90 degrees and push your hip out to the side, to the left. Push your plugger up to the ceiling and let your right hand slide down your right leg, letting your right knee bend as you come down. Rotate your chest up toward the ceiling and look up at your plugger. Come down as low as you can. The tension should be on the outside of this hip, and if your grind's tight, it'll be on the inside of this right leg. As you twist your chest up, you will stretch underneath your rib cage on this left side. 20 seconds. Alright, that was it. Up we come. That was a quick minute and a half. Swap over. Right hand, press it up. Feet straight, shoulder width apart. Left foot turns out 90 degrees. Square your hips and your shoulders up. Push your hips over to the right. And let your body come down, bending your left leg as you lower. When you get to your depth, where the tension is there, but you can hold that. Rotate your chest up to the ceiling and then come down. Keep pushing the stretch through your right hip toward the wall. Up we come, push it up. All right, coming down to the ground. Have a sip of coffee. It's not really a stretch, but you know, it's a good part of the day. It's the morning, we're chilling. All right, these next few stretches, we're going to be seated. These stretches, it can be easy to cheat on these. If you bring your heel in close to your hip, you'll just go flat, right? And you won't get the stretch in the areas that we're trying to target today. So let's sit cross-legged to start with. This stretch, for example, if you sit cross-legged like we did in school with our heels right up close to our bum, then we can just go pretty flat. It's not a great deal of resistance there. So what we want to do is push our heels, our feet away from our bum so that our shins are parallel with our shoulders and hips. And then we're just going to push our knees down a bit. The outsides of our feet should be near enough to the center of our knees. Push our knees down, big chest, chin in, and when it beeps, we're going to fold forward and hold it for a minute and a half. All right, let's go. Forward we go. Slowly walking forward, big chest. A minute and a half's quite a long time to be holding a stretch, but it's how long you need to hold the stretches for them to be really effective. And when we give ourselves more time to stretch, we get a better quality stretch because we can take our time getting into it. We're not rushing it. And we're all at home doing this by ourselves, so it doesn't matter if we look terrible stretching, you know. I find that sometimes if I'm bad at a stretch, I try and avoid doing it in public. Obviously here I have to do everything in public because these are videos. Alright, down we come, keep that chest nice and big. Keep your back straight. As you come down, once your elbows hit the ground, if they can, lower your head. And hold. Coming up. Straighten your legs out. Flop them around a little bit. Alright, now cross your legs in the opposite order to what you just did. So that time if you were right leg first, left leg out in front, then come in left leg first, right leg out in front. Get your shins parallel with your shoulders and your hips. There should be at least a 2-fist gap between your crutch and your first leg there. Push your knees down, big chest, sliding forward over your knees. Should be able to feel that down the outsides of your hips. And then sit down, relax. Alright, come out of that one. Bring your legs in front. Spread them out wide. This is full straddle. Hands behind your back. Shuffle your bum forward, feet apart. Come down the middle. behind your back, big chest, push your feet apart further, bring your bum forward, hands in front, slide your left hand into your left leg, raise your right arm up to the ceiling and reach over. Rotate your chest up toward the ceiling, reach over a little bit more. And to the center. Right arm down your right, inside your right leg. Left hand up toward the ceiling. Big chest. Bring your left hand over your head towards your foot. Rotate your chest toward the ceiling. Come to the center, feet in. Up we come, into a lunge position with our left foot forward. We're at 90 degrees on both knees. Step your left foot across the line of your right leg. Come forward into a push-up position. We're going into pigeon pose. Let that left knee drop out to the outside. Don't let this heel slide back toward this hip. If your heel slides back, you can just go flat and it's not stretching the muscles that we want. So keep that heel forward. Big chest. Look at the wall in front of you. Push your hips forward and then walk that back leg back. And we want our hips to lower to the ground slowly with our chest pointing toward that front wall. Out of that, swap to the other side. Lunge position, 90 degrees from both knees. Step your right foot across your left knee. Push up position, let your right knee drop to the floor. It doesn't have to touch the floor. Big chest toward the wall and push that back leg back to lower your hips. Push your hips toward the floor and your chest toward the wall. Keep that heel away from your hip. Don't let it slide back. You can hold it forward if you have to and press your other elbow into your knee just to really force the stretch on, and then relax. Out of that, into Seiza. We're going to do full saddle. So get comfy in Seiza with your heels on the outside of your bottom. We're going to take another 15 seconds to get down. We're going to spend a full minute in it. So back on your hands, hips up, hips down, down on our elbows, hips up, hips down. sliding back down onto our shoulders. You stop at whatever point you need to stop at. It's a hard stretch to get into, but if you keep practicing it, you'll get there. Alright, now if you're in full saddle, arms up and overhead. And pull your rib cage down. Activate your tummy. Push your hips up by squeezing your glutes. And then relax back down. Arms out to the side. Sitting up. Alright, feet in front of you. Toes together, heels together, knees together. Bring your body up over your toes. And we're just going to put our weight down so our ankles are bending the other way. Push your chest down onto your knees and let your Achilles and your calves stretch out. Then slide your left foot back. And we're going to put all our pressure onto this one ankle. Keeping your weight forward so that heel just comes off the ground. And we're just going to push our weight down. Relaxing your foot, relax your leg. Let your shoulders become heavy over your knee. And feel a good stretch in that Achilles. Slide your left foot back up. Toes together, heels together, knees together. Use your hands behind you. Come down, lean forward, stretch both of those ankles. Slide your right foot back. Putting all your weight on your left knee, stretching out that left Achilles. Relax your foot, relax your calf, let your shoulders become heavy over your leg. We're really trying to fold this foot back up against our shin. Stretch it as far as you can. Into the middle, and we're all done. Thanks so much for joining me for a morning stretch. I hope these positions are helping you with your workouts and that you're using some of them throughout the week. Really encourage you to pick the stretches that are your least favourite. So really the ones that feel dreadful, they are the ones that are going to help you the most. And if you can conquer those stretches, your body will feel amazing. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and thanks a lot.